manufacturing is awesome. I love manufacturing. Being able to make something, to touch something that you've created.
We believe that a strong manufacturing base is important to our community and to our country. U.S. Steel's vision is to be able to make steel, to build value for all of our stakeholders, and to be able to compete in a global market.
And manufacturing has allowed me to pursue avenues I wouldn't have necessarily had available to me before.
I love working at the mill. I wouldn't go anywhere else at all. The camaraderie of the people there, the opportunities there. I'm actually going to have a pension, and not even just relying on that, I'm going to be able to set money aside for myself.
Manufacturing is the backbone of our country. Our whole economy relies on it.
If you have that security of your job, then you can pretty much go and do anything.
We just recently went through our contract negotiations. Had the mills gone on a strike, it would have shut everything down, and people joked that they would mow lawns. Well, there wouldn't be anybody to pay you to mow their lawns because they wouldn't have the money to do that. They wouldn't have the money to go out to eat, so the restaurants would be affected. They couldn't go to the movies. Every job in this area would be affected if manufacturing wasn't here.
When General Motors was the largest employer in this country, everybody had what now is called a living wage and health care. Now Walmart's our biggest employer. What do we have? Nothing. Nobody has health care, nobody has a decent job, decent wages.
When the jobs leave, of course, the paychecks leave, and you have families who no longer have the money they need to buy groceries, to pay mortgages. That reflects in the businesses, especially the small businesses in the community.
You lose all your economic support. There's no tax base for the community. It affects the schools, it affects public workers, it affects everyone in a community.
Healthcare suffers, we see hospitals, clinics closing, things like recreation. Families can no longer afford to have their kids play hockey or go figure skating, so the whole community suffers. The whole infrastructure just dies.
As an American, you're thinking that you go to work every day, you work for your country, you pay your taxes, and you do your duty, and to know that they just take your job and ship it to another country for whatever reason, it's just still, I don't think it's right. We need to keep it here.
The government has, set up NAFTA and CAFTA, and those should have been good things, but all we've seen is our jobs go overseas and people are out of work, and you have people that should have been able to retire that had 30 years and stuff, and now they're out on the streets looking for anything, whatever they can get, and that's just wrong.
Take a look at the policies that are in place now, and then go about looking at how they truly impact the American worker, and peel back the onion and start seeing realistically what impact they have on the educational system, on the health care, what impact they have on the communities. I think if they could do that, they would see that all of a sudden some of the policies that they have put in place have really shot us in the foot.
We need to bring the good paying jobs back, which what this country was pretty much built on.
There's just something fantastic about manufacturing something here that you've made. It's exciting. It's really, I don't know, it's very exciting to me. I love seeing things made.